Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tricky Tuesday. Today we're going to talk about a couple things in the news. Did you guys hear about the jet that I don't know if it ejected its pilot or the pilot ejected, but the funny thing, I think it's funny, they were asking for the civilians around the area to help them find it. Are you serious? It's like an $80 million piece of equipment, and you're putting out bulletins on the news to ask the local civilians to help you find your piece of equipment, your piece of hardware. You'd think there's GPS on it. I mean, put an AirTag on there. I mean, it's not rocket science, right? I mean, the hardware is rocket science, but making sure that you can find said hardware, it's kind of, it's not funny because of what it is, but it is kind of funny because that kind of brings me to, we've got an administration that is, and I'm going to use this word very carefully, leading our country, and their big soapbox is gun control. So they're talking to us about gun control, and they lose an $80 million jet for 24 hours, maybe more, I don't know exactly how many hours it was, and where they have to ask the local citizens to help them find it. And how about that pull out of Afghanistan? How about it? How many millions of dollars worth of armaments, high-tech armaments, did they leave there? Just left it there. Tanks, helicopters, rifles, ammunition, night vision goggles, packs, uniforms. We've got all these, we're talking a tremendous amount of equipment that was just left there. Not to mention the people. that's a secondary thing. But the fact that we have an administration that just left that stuff. Just left it. And yet they're going to be the ones to tell us we need to have gun control. We need to not be able to have access to rifles that have capacity higher than 10 rounds, rifles that are semi-automatic, handguns that are semi-automatic, short-barreled rifles, or this is the kicker right here. You gotta love it when you got your alphabet agencies making up rules about parts, like gun parts, like a card that you have. It's a piece of metal and it's got printed on it, some pieces. And now these guys are in prison, serving jail time. I know, the pistol brace. Because if you don't know what a pistol brace does or doesn't do, you should find out. Get on and do a little research on the internet. Watch some YouTube videos. I guarantee if you go to YouTube and you type in the search bar, what does a pistol brace do? There'll be a lot of videos on there. People sharing exactly what that piece of equipment does. It does not make it go any faster. It does not give it more capacity for ammunition. It does not make it shoot faster. In fact, it makes it, for a taller person, it makes it a little more difficult to shoot the firearm. I'm not gonna lie. So, that brings me to the other thing I want to chat about. Honesty. So, honesty is something that I feel like we are, as a society, choosing to ignore. It's a quality that has kind of gone out the window, and it's really sad. There's an old saying, the truth will set you free. It's a very true statement. It can also condemn you if you've done something that you shouldn't have, and you're honest about it. But I'm going to tell you right now, that is something that I personally have really worked super hard throughout my life to exemplify that character quality, to be honest. And it's not always easy, because somebody might come and talk to you about something that they see in you, and you got to be honest. If you did it, you fess up. Yeah, yep, I did that. If you didn't do it, no, I didn't do that. I didn't. But your word shows you and everybody else who you really are. As men and women, I always forget that. I'm just one gender. I forget about the other one sometimes, and I apologize. But as humans, as people, we have a responsibility to make sure that we are being honest with one another. And not in a rude or cruel way. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not saying that you should just, if it enters your mind, you let it out your mouth. That's not okay. That's really not okay. And but if you have somebody, good grief, this is something as simple as something has something in their teeth. You could let them just go the rest of the day with it, big piece of spinach stuck in their teeth. Hey, and it's, you got half your salad hanging out of your face. You could do that. I don't think that it's a good idea, but just being honest about it. Hey, you got a little something right there. Okay, it's awkward for like 10 seconds. But you helped him out for the rest of the day. But being honest is something, if you make that as a character quality that you live out every single day, in the easy stuff, you just are honest about the easy stuff. When it gets to be a hard thing, and you have made honesty a habit, a character quality, that was fun. I had a big rock just bounce off my windshield. And you've established yourself in having a habit where you tell the truth. You are honest. When the tough times come, being honest will be, I'm not going to say easy, natural. And we should be honest. Personally, I feel like the world is just spiraling out of control. So what are we going to do about that? How are we going to live in a way that will be honorable, tell the truth, be honest? I feel like all of that has been just thrown out the window. The character that we should be exemplifying in our lives, just thrown out the window. It doesn't matter, think about some of the issues that we are being faced with the transgender issue. It's delusional. If you embrace that, you're not being honest. You're not being honest with yourself. You're not being honest with whoever it is that you're talking to. There's just two. It's not fluid. It's just not. And you can call me a bigot if you want to. You can call me a racist if you want to. You can call me a white male chauvinist, whatever, and cuss me up one side and down the next if you want to. That's okay. I don't really care. It does not bother me. You're free to your opinions. That's the great thing about the First Amendment. You can say and feel how you want. That's okay. It doesn't change the truth. And it doesn't change the fact that I'm going to be honest about the truth. But I feel like truth has been something that has been just shoved in the corner. It's getting in the way. Can't be honest, can't be truthful, can't talk about it. Just shove it in the corner. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to shove it in the corner. I'm not going to just turn my head and walk away, walk the other direction, and ignore. I just can't do it. It's not who I am. This is a message to young men. If you want to be a good leader, you're going to have to be honest. You're going to have to be truthful. You're going to have to be willing to stand up. You're going to have to be willing to stand up. Take responsibility. It's needed. It's necessary. You need to do it. I know it's not easy. You're gonna get ridiculed. You might even lose your job. But God will honor it. And it's the honorable thing to do. It's the right thing to do. Do right things. Be honest. Be kind too. There is an element of honesty that's kind. You don't have to slap somebody upside the face to tell them the truth. Anyway, all right, that's it from me. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you would be so kind, would you share these videos? Share them around with your friends and your family. Let them know if you like it. Let them know if you hate it. But just share it around. All right, guys. Have a great day. And stay prepared.